Thank you for joining me today on Paint a Beautiful Picture. This is episode number 218, Hopelessly Devoted to You. To what are you devoted? Are you devoted to your own comfort? Are you devoted to your own pleasure? Are you devoted to making money? Are you devoted to making a name for yourself? Are you devoted to being well known and well respected? Are you devoted to your family? Are you devoted to a cause? Are you devoted to your God? To what are you devoted? It's a very crucial question. In today's world, honestly, I think most people are devoted to themselves. To what makes me happy, to what makes me comfortable, to what makes me feel good. And I think there are a lot of people in the world who aren't all that interested in the other guy. Whether that other guy is their family, their spouse, their children, their community. I just don't see enough of good, strong, healthy devotion. So I want to ask you this. If you've seen the movie Grease, there's this clean-cut, cute little girl, kind of innocent, and this sort of worldly wise guy, at least he thinks that he is. He hangs out with some sort of tough dudes and he tries to act like that. At the end of the movie, they show up at this place and she's kind of become the bad girl in a sense, or she's got the clothes on and the dance moves for it. And he's tried to become the good guy wearing a sweater and all these other things. They both were so crazy about each other, they were willing to make changes in order to demonstrate how strong their feelings for one another were. My question for you is, what or whom do you feel so strongly about that you're literally willing to make changes to demonstrate to them how very much they mean to you? I hope and pray with all of my heart that your children know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are hopelessly devoted to them. Let me lay out for you a couple things that might mean or ways that that might look. At least once a month, and honestly maybe more, but at the very minimum once a month, Dad, you need to take your little girl on a daddy date. And Mom, you need to take your son on a date too. Not with everybody else and all the other kids. And don't worry if you have 5 or 6 or 7 kids. This is going to take time. So once a month is probably realistic. But you go do something with that one child. And while you are out, you praise them, you validate them, you nurture their spirit, you let them know how incredibly important they are to you, how very devoted you are. So a 7 or 8-year-old, you might say, I really admire how great you are at math. You learned your multiplication tables so fast and you are so good at fractions and decimals. I'm not even that great at math. I'm so impressed by how great you are at math. Or I'm so impressed by how great you've been doing in science. I am really impressed by the kind of friend you are. I am so proud of you for the way that you have grown and developed as a person, that you are able to quickly forgive. You're much better at forgiveness than I am. I've been saying that to one of my sons for decades because it's the truth. You speak specifically into that person's life about things you notice about them that are valuable and important, and you let them know that. But then you let them know also. Do you know, I have been excited about your life since the day I found out that I was pregnant. If that's not the truth, don't say it. But if it is, you should. Or as a dad, you know from the moment I found out your mom was going to have you. And I admit I was pretty shocked. I didn't know if I was ready to be a dad or not. But I've been excited about you, about getting to know you, about spending time with you. And I still am. Let your child know how valuable, how important, how vital his or her life is, and how hopelessly devoted you are to them. Do not let those only be words. Demonstrate it. Demonstrate it by the amount of time that you devote to them. Demonstrate it by the consistency of your discipline. Demonstrate it by the kindness and thoughtfulness of your words. Demonstrate it by your prayers for them. Demonstrate it by your commitments to your mate and to your family. It will pay rich, rich dividends for decades to come. This I can promise you. Let your family know I am hopelessly devoted to you. Have a wonderful day with your family. You may find additional information on our paintabeautifulpicture.com website. Additionally, you may watch me on Rumble, and you may also listen to a podcast on Buzzsprout or Spreaker, all under the name Paint a Beautiful Picture. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. You may subscribe, and if you are interested in receiving notifications, please hit the notifications button.